Alright, guys, finally back. Donald here. I don't just do guns, I do knives and Bibles. You see, I'm setting myself on a life journey. I'm taking upon myself to help others fully Christianize guns and knives. It's just simple. Coming at you today with my 7-inch blade mossy oak. This is my mossy oak. It's about, I want to say 5 years old. No, it's 3 years old. Has some freckles on it, but that's okay. It's what happens when you don't take care of a knife for the first 2 years of ownership. My fault. This one kind of reminds me of Crocodile Dundee's knife, except I think his blade and handle was a little bit different. This one has brass tang pins and a brass handguard. It's a decent weight. Whole knife in total, like I said, is just over 1.25 feet. 7-inch blade. Has a few good gripping points. If you put your fingers at the groove, does not matter how you wave it, it's not going to slip out of your hand. As a responsible person, I still don't recommend flailing a knife around. You're going to look crazy and people are not going to want to come near you while you're doing that. It's also very dangerous. I I also want to make my videos to help people understand that yes, people look cool doing tricks with guns and knives, revolvers, and these big old blades, twirling them around, but it's unsafe. People like that spend years and years learning how to do that, and they go out of their way and do dangerous things deliberately just to look cool. If you want to be safe, anytime you're using your knife, make sure you have a good grip. Never let this point back at you, especially not when you're walking. You always want to keep it off and down to your side with the tip of the blade facing straight down. Never ever, I at least wouldn't recommend, in this small town I'm in, even in a smaller town, you can't walk around with a big old knife like this just strapped to your hip, just walking down to the gas station locally to get some worms to go fishing, because people are not gonna really think that's a cool thing to do, especially not the Mr. and Mrs. all them police officers out there. They're gonna get a little worried. This video is for slightly younger audience, a little bit younger than me, people my age. I've seen people my age do some irresponsible things. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody out there. I'm just saying, in general, people around the world my age, younger, even people older than me, I've seen them do irresponsible things and not use proper safety. Even with teeny tiny little knives, you need to be careful with these things, especially when they're as sharp as I keep mine. These things can be very, very dangerous if you do not take care of yourself with them. Now, I have quite a little selection of these little baby knives. Of course, right next to the hand sanitizer. Not a good order. Prick your finger with one, then you use the other, and it burns. And second half of this video, I need to tell you guys, in a world where things dangerous happen a lot, I'm going to tell you one book that'll tell you how to act right. I'm not going to tell y'all how to act right. I'm just going to point to a book that does a good job. It's like a manual. I'm telling y'all, this is a manual on life. Believe me, don't believe me, I don't care. I love all of y'all. Y'all can do whatever you want. Just believe in this. Every single page, every single word and letter in here is dedicated to telling you what God wants out of you. And if you just do that, you put in your bare minimum, God will show you that He's alive in heaven. He is the one living God. All right, guys? In a world where people are hurting each other over simple things, you need to understand, you need to turn to God. See, our world is kind of going in a small spiral, and we just need to turn to each other, and while we're doing that, turn to the Bible too. There's not much I can tell you guys. I just want you guys to know there's just so much in this world worth seeing, worth looking at. You just gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta enjoy wisdom from older folks. You gotta enjoy wisdom from the Holy Bible, because there is a lot. As my pastor says, you like action? There's action in here. Okay, just go on Google and look up what sections. Because there's this guy who was beating up a whole lion. Those things weigh like thousands of pounds, got big old snaggly teeth and claws. That guy just picked it up and he was just beating the heck out of that lion. There's people fighting. There's these big, strong guys. There's like David and Goliath, one of the most famous parts. Even people who aren't Christians know about it. David slinging a stone and defeating a giant that's probably about the same height as a two-story building. If you like Jesus, which there's a lot of you that are going to see this that do like Jesus, go ahead and spread word, my brothers and sisters, please. I don't care about views. I don't care about money. I don't care about subscribers. I just want you guys to understand what little sense I have, what little knowledge I have. I want to share that with everyone who don't quite fully understand or don't quite fully know. This is the first time I've ever actually whipped out anything like this onto my YouTube page, and I'm glad that I'm getting this said. Just a shame I had to go off on a whole nother path with my knife here. That's about it, guys. I love all of y'all. God bless.